Have you ever felt like your attention is constantly being pulled in 100 directions? Like no matter how hard you try to focus, there's always something else grabbing your brain. Your phone, your inbox, a new thought, a random noise. If that sounds familiar, then you're not alone, and this audiobook summary is going to help. This is a direct, straightforward audiobook summary of Hyperfocus by Chris Bailey, designed to fit this complete book into a bite-sized format under 15 minutes. I've pulled the most important key takeaways from this book and packed them right here. If you like this content, make sure to like and subscribe to Audiobook Focus for more daily summaries that can sharpen your focus and boost your productivity. Let's not waste time. Let's dive right in. Chris Bailey begins by saying that our attention is one of the most valuable things we have. In the modern world, everything is competing for it. Advertisements, social media, email notifications, and even our own thoughts. The average person switches tasks every 40 seconds while working in front of a computer. Every time we switch, our brain needs time to refocus, which means we're constantly losing precious minutes and mental energy. Bailey argues that in today's distraction-filled environment, the ability to focus is like a superpower. It's the key to producing meaningful work, thinking deeply, and living with greater intention. But to access that power, we need to understand how attention works and how we can take control of it. The book breaks down attention into two main modes: hyperfocus and scatterfocus. Hyperfocus is when you direct your full attention to one meaningful task and stay locked in. This is where deep work happens. It's how you get your best ideas, complete your most important projects, and make real progress. Scatterfocus, on the other hand, is when your mind wanders. It might sound like a bad thing, but it's not. Bailey explains that scatterfocus is essential for creativity, problem-solving, and connecting ideas. The key isn't to eliminate scatterfocus, it's to use it at the right times. To enter hyperfocus, Bailey offers a simple strategy. First, choose one task that matters, just one. Not a to-do list, not a group of errands, one single task. Next, set a clear intention. Decide how long you'll focus on that task. Then, eliminate distractions. This could mean silencing your phone, closing extra browser tabs, or even just turning off notifications. Finally, stay aware of your attention. Notice when your mind starts to drift and gently bring it back. Hyperfocus is a mental muscle. The more you practice it, the stronger it gets. But even with strong focus, our brains get tired. That's where scatterfocus comes in. Bailey says that during times of scatterfocus, like when you're taking a walk, doing chores, or sitting quietly, your brain is working behind the scenes. It's connecting dots, solving problems, and generating new ideas. Many breakthroughs happen not when we're intensely focused, but when we're resting or daydreaming. That's why Bailey recommends making space for both modes in your day. Focus hard, and then intentionally let your mind wander. One powerful insight from the book is how we often fill every moment with stimulation. We check our phones in line at the grocery store. We scroll through social media during lunch. We listen to podcasts while folding laundry. While these habits aren't inherently bad, Bailey warns that they can block out the benefits of scatterfocus. When we never give our minds a chance to wander freely, we miss opportunities for creativity and reflection. Bailey suggests scheduling boredom moments, times when you let yourself do nothing on purpose. These moments give your brain room to breathe and create. Another core idea is the importance of intention. Most of us let our days unfold without deciding how we want to spend our attention. We react to emails, phone calls, and urgent tasks without checking whether those things actually align with our priorities. Bailey says we need to be intentional about what we focus on. Each morning, he recommends choosing 3 things you want to accomplish that day. Just 3. This helps you stay anchored to what truly matters, even when distractions try to pull you off track. Time isn't the only thing we should budget. Our attention deserves just as much care. Bailey talks about the concept of attentional space, which is the total amount of mental energy we have to focus. This space shrinks when we're tired, stressed, or overworked. That's why he emphasizes rest, sleep, and taking breaks. It's not lazy to take time off. It's strategic. When we recharge, we refill our attentional space, so we can focus better when it counts. Bailey also shares how multitasking is a myth. What we think of as multitasking is actually rapid switching between tasks. And every time we switch, we lose momentum and depth. The solution is monotasking, doing one thing at a time with full focus. This not only boosts productivity, but also reduces stress. When we give our full attention to the task in front of us, we're less likely to feel overwhelmed or scattered. An important point that Bailey makes is that distractions aren't always external. Often they come from within, our thoughts, worries, memories, and urges. We might suddenly remember an email we need to send, or get an idea for a future project, or feel the impulse to check the news. Bailey says we need to learn to observe these thoughts without acting on them. Just because a thought appears doesn't mean you have to chase it. Mindfulness helps here. By practicing awareness, we can notice thoughts without letting them hijack our focus. To strengthen focus, Bailey recommends working in focus sprints. This means setting a timer for 20, 30, or 60 minutes and focusing deeply during that time. When the sprint ends, take a break, then do another. Over time, these sprints build your ability to enter hyperfocus more easily. He also suggests using physical reminders, like sticky notes or screen backgrounds, to remind yourself of your current task. Visual cues can help pull your attention back when your mind starts to drift. Bailey also encourages people to reduce attention residue. This is the mental leftover that lingers when we switch tasks. For example, if you're writing an email and suddenly jump into a Zoom call, your brain may still be thinking about that email during the meeting. The more we switch, the more residue builds up. To reduce this, he suggests batching similar tasks together. Do all your emails in one block. Have all your meetings in another. Keep your creative work separate. This helps your brain stay in one mode for longer and do better work. Another big point in the book is how our environment shapes our focus. A cluttered workspace, noisy background, or chaotic schedule can make it harder to concentrate. Bailey recommends creating a space that supports your attention. This could mean clearing your desk, using noise-canceling headphones, or setting a daily routine. Small changes in your environment can lead to big improvements in your ability to focus. Bailey also introduces the idea of attentional filters. These are the mental habits we develop to screen out distractions. One filter is curiosity. When you're genuinely curious about what you're doing, it's easier to stay focused. Another is value. If you believe the task is meaningful, your brain gives it more priority. A third is urgency. When a deadline looms, focus becomes easier. The goal is to use these filters intentionally. Find ways to make tasks more interesting, more valuable, or more urgent to improve your focus naturally. Before we wrap up, let's go through the 5 most important takeaways from hyperfocus and how you can start using them right now. First, start using focus sprints. Set a timer for 25 minutes, pick one meaningful task, and work without distraction. Then take a 5-minute break. Repeat this pattern. Over time, you'll find it easier to stay locked in. Second, build scatter focus into your day. Go for a walk without your phone. Stare out the window. Do the dishes without a podcast. Let your mind wander. This is where creativity lives. Third, be intentional. Each morning, choose 3 important tasks to complete that day. Write them down. Let them guide your decisions and attention throughout the day. Fourth, reduce distractions. Turn off notifications. Close unused tabs. Put your phone in another room. Every little bit helps you protect your attentional space. Fifth, recharge your brain. Get enough sleep, take real breaks. Enjoy guilt-free rest. Your mind works better when it's rested and clear. In conclusion, Hyperfocus is a guidebook for navigating a world filled with distractions. Chris Bailey gives us practical, science-backed strategies for mastering our attention and using it to live a deeper, more meaningful life. By balancing hyperfocus with scatterfocus, reducing distractions, and being intentional with our time, we can unlock our full mental potential. If you made it to the end of this audiobook summary, that means you're serious about taking back control of your attention. The full audiobook is linked in the description if you'd like to explore the book further. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Audiobook Focus for more powerful summaries like this every day. And if you're still with us, drop a comment saying, "Focused and free." I'll do my best to like and reply to everyone. Until next time.